What does paganism mean to me? Paganism, as it is an umbrella term for any polytheistic religion, which encompasses anything that doesn't worship one god. So there is Hindu paganism, there is Norse paganism, Celtic paganism, all different types, and each has their own pantheon and lots of different gods. I am an eclectic pagan, which means I take inspiration from lots of different types of paganism and form my own path, but I mostly follow Celtic tradition, which in turn correlates to the Celtic Wheel of the Year, where it celebrates many different holidays throughout the year, and it's a nature-based religion. So I worship nature, I worship human consciousness, I worship the sun, the sky, the moon, anything that is revolving around us. And what it means to me is a deep love for humanity and a deep love for nature. And I like to watch and observe the seasons change, and I like to incorporate that into my religious practice. So we have a thing called a Sabbath, and a Sabbath correlates to a different holiday on the pagan wheel. So a nice example I like to give is Samhain, and Samhain is in modern day known as Halloween, but Samhain in itself is a festival for the dead. It's where the trees are starting to shed their leaves. It's when everything around you is beginning to start dying, and therefore it is a celebration of the dead.
I think it's really good because it allows us to actually understand how time goes on and actually be in contact with nature as it does. The moon, and it's a way, if the moon can do it, and it shows me how to do it, then I can harness the energy and do the same. So yeah, it's just something I've been trying to do, and it's just beautiful, honestly.
And it was my grandmother who introduced me to it. My grandmother practiced Wicca when she was very, very young. Wicca and paganism are not mutually exclusive. So you can be a Wiccan, but that doesn't mean that you are, it means you are a pagan, but not all pagans are Wiccan. Wicca was a religion that was formed in the 60s by a man called Gerald Gardner. Paganism is an ancient thing, it's existed, it was the first religion. So the two aren't mutually exclusive. I got given a spell book when I was 12, and that kind of set me off on my path through that. And I think it's also very empowering in this day and age for people who don't necessarily they want to have a religious faith. So the bell is to call in the elements. And I will be calling in the element of air, the element of fire, the element of water, and the element of earth in my cleansing ritual this afternoon. And I'm going to start off by offering my gods, which is Hecate, Hestia, and Pan, an offering of frankincense. Frankincense is a good incense to use around this time of year, and it's good for purification and cleansing. So frankincense is usually used around this time of year as we enter Yule, which is basically the pagan Christmas. This is my cauldron, and I hope the smoke that comes from the cauldron will cleanse out any negativity and banish any negative spirits that no longer serve their place within my room. And I hope they rise and escape through that window there. And with that, I will now light sage, which has its historical purposes in cleansing, especially cleansing rooms and energy. And with that, I will cleanse myself. Negative energies of the room be gone from my space. Negative energies of the room be gone from my space. Negative energies of the room be gone from my space. Let it be known.